My name is Dr. Baldwin. I'm a licensed therapist. And if you learn nothing from me, please remember this one thing. At the root of mental illness is confusion, and anybody can be confused. Confusion is the common denominator in mental illness. So be careful of the people around you creating confusion. Clarity is the antidote to confusion. If you want to mitigate confusion, you have to ask for clarity and pay attention to the response for clarity, because some people want you to be confused so they can take advantage of you. And these people are confused too, and they become a big threat to your emotional health and well-being.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Okay, so this day I would like to talk about venting and the right ways of venting and the negative stigma around venting to a friend. Now, people always saying like people always say, oh, you shouldn't say negative things to your friends and stuff like that. I call cap, because obviously not everyone has everyone has a negative bias when they see or have something done to them, unless you have been taught and trained as a child growing up, knowing how to deal with these hard emotions. And if you realize in toddlers, they always throw their hands, they throw their feet, and they do all these things, right, to relieve stress. But as you grow as an adult, there's no right way to show your frustration. Anger and frustration is deemed as bad. And just like the journey of life, nothing is bad. Everything is teaching you something. And when I was learning that, anger, sadness, guilt, jealousy, they all teach you something that you're suppressing within yourself. I'm going to put like a little chart up here to show you. But as I explain, okay, I'm going to push your sister real quick. I pushed you. All right, I'm going to push your sister real quick. With anger, you're suppressing something that needs to be said. With sadness, you're suppressing something that you need to feel. With fear, there's something that you need to face. And like with all these emotions that are deemed, all these emotions that are deemed bad, you just need to ask yourself what this is. So now, as I am saying, let me land. Now that we have pointed out that these emotions are not quote unquote bad, it goes to my point that we should have a friend to vent to. We should have somebody is like, you know that trend that's going around, I listen and I don't judge. That is such a good trend. I love it, because that's exactly how we're supposed to be in our friend space, in our family space. Because everyone, the world that we're in, the Western civilization, or just overall, makes us feel as if we're supposed to be isolated. And as you can see, if you decipher the feelings from before, it's not looking good out here. The depression rate is going up, because you're making people feel as if they're supposed to suppress these feelings that are normal feelings. Now people are getting misdiagnosed left and right with all kinds of ailments that is normal human behavior. And I honestly feel, because I came up with this concept of we should all have a friend to vent to. And as an avid, good listener friend, I believe that you should be able to talk shit. You should be able to feel what you're feeling inside and talk about it. Even if you want, because even if you have like a cousin, you'd be like, damn, my cousin pissed me off. That doesn't mean you hate your cousin. That doesn't mean that you're going against what happened. That doesn't mean that you talking shit. And a lot of in families too. Do you want to go in there? Let's put you in there. Hold on, y'all. All right. With that being said, let's allow space for people to vent. Period. Point blank. You shouldn't feel guilty for expressing a normal human emotion. How about that? Every time you wake up in the morning, you have negative feelings, they tell you to journal. Some people don't want to journal, y'all. I know this. Some people don't want to journal. And some people have negative feelings all the time because of years of suppression. And that's how you get misdiagnosed with all kinds of things. And if you read up some neurosurgeon studies, you would understand what it does to your frontal lobe and your frontal cortex when you suppress those feelings. Let's not talk about being unhealthy, the food that's being eaten, obesity on the rise. And let's not mention the amount of diseases that is stored in fat cells that is affecting our brains. Let's not talk about the parasites that's in meat. All of these things that we should talk about. But we're still stuck on the surface level of feelings, which they don't teach in school. Feelings management. It makes no sense. Why don't we have like studies of feelings management? Why? You know why? Because it's easier to control you. It's easier to control the narrative. Yeah. With that being said, find a way. Find a way to be. Yeah. Nothing in life is gonna come easy. And suppressing your anger only leads to bigger problems. Autoimmune diseases are on the rise in Black women. And let's not to mention healthcare doesn't really care about Black and colored women. So that's another thing that, expressing your emotions really help. But then again, it's like when you're in workforce as a Black woman, it's like expressing those feelings as well is so taboo, It's so taboo. And the little microaggressions, oh my gosh. The workspace it was awful, honestly. But it's like you have to like contain it. And I think Black women too face a lot of suppression with the workforce and doing all of that. Like, y'all let me know what y'all feelings are about the suppression of normal emotions, because you have to let it out. And that little silent feeling inside that I get when someone is expressing their feelings because of the programming that's been given is like, oh my gosh, are they gossiping? And like we're mispointing, like we're misdirecting what gossip is from actual people's feelings and the rise of the rate, and people aren't feeling safe to express themselves anymore. Everything is so censored. When hard feelings are hard, like they're real feelings. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your shoes, cause yeah, hard feelings are hard, period. Oh, but yeah, feelings sometimes are ugly. And we go out in the earth, the quote unquote earth that's beautiful and pretty has moss, has fungi, and they all have their place somewhere on this planet. So as you go out today, careful Zoe, as you go out today, you have a place somewhere in the world, whether you want to be a little grumpy pants, a Miss Happy Pants, a Miss Saddy Pants, whatever it is. Know that you are seen, know that you are valid, okay? But I suggest you find somebody to help you or journal, because this stigma that people are carrying around, like look at the earth is doing what the earth does. Look at the trees are empty because there's seasons for everything, just like us. I see, good job. So with that being said, I hope y'all have an amazing day. Keep being, what should I say keep being you? Obviously you're gonna be you, but keep being aware. And obviously I'm not gonna tell you to spaz out at the workplace, duh, but jot down that feeling however you feel in that day and work through it. Do not suppress it. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Work through the emotion. If you're not in a safe space to do that, don't let that just simmer and just dwell down as if it doesn't exist. Oh, you okay? Okay, guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Oh,